values party is a useful tool when people can assess for each of their members their strongest and the weakest value. And through this can communicate also some open issues, challenges, maybe suggestions. And let's take a look how to do it, or how we do it in our team. We make a spreadsheet that we share with all team members. And in this horizontal row, we have our values. So these are our values. Be a human, think big, make it happen, bring joy, be a team player, and own your shit. On this vertical side, we have the name of all team members. So I'm Jenny, and then there is Tim, Sam, Rich, and Cole. And now everyone gets this spreadsheet in advance. So a few days before, a week before, we then meet and have the party. And so if I'm Jenny, I have to assess for all my colleagues to find a value, in my opinion, that Tim lives the most, that he represents the most, that this is his strongest value. And on the other side, what's his weakest value? It doesn't mean that he doesn't understand or live this value, but still it's the weakest of all we have here. Sometimes it's not easy, but then we need to put more effort to do it. So let's check. I can say, oh, Tim has be a human is his weakest, and maybe be a team player is his strongest. And then I do the same for other colleagues. Let's say think big and bring joy. And then we have Rich is the same thing, big and own your shit. Cole, let's say make it happen and be a team player. And then I have to do it for me as well. So I think that, let's say my strongest is bring joy and the weakest is as well think big. And then when we meet, we bring this spreadsheet with us. We meet together in the same room if possible. We can also do it online, but it's always better to do it together. We try to find a nice environment, have some drinks, so that it's as cozy and the feeling of safety is present there as well. Because we'll discuss emotional stuff, we'll discuss maybe sometimes painful stuff, but also nice. And it should be fun if it's a party. And let's check how we do it. We start with Tim. So all of four of us share what we assessed before with Tim, and Tim does for himself as well. It's not just about reading from the spreadsheet, it's about discussing where I see that this is your strongest value, that you live it the most, and the same for the weakest. And sometimes, let's say for the weakest, I can say, oh, Tim, your weakest value, in my opinion, is own your shit. And this is because sometimes when it's the most important and we have the deadline, you just don't do it. So in my opinion, you're not always as responsible as possible. And if all others do it, Tim will most probably take it very seriously. Oh, all my colleagues suffer when I'm not responsible enough. And then we move on, and it's me. My colleagues do it for me the same times and the same way, and I do it for myself as well. And let's check what happens. At the end, it's quite some arrows, so quite some one-on-one discussions. Everyone with everyone. It's like a big mess looking like this, and it might take maybe even a day for a group like this, or less, maybe 2 hours. But it's never done in 10 minutes, because if it's 10 minutes, it's not open, it's not sincere, So take time and check how it works for you. It can be a fun thing to do, but the bottom line, a very useful tool to strengthen the culture.